Yes, so that's the prompt, just so you know we are recording this session. It helps us for quality purposes, but also for those who may miss it, they can find this recording on the portal. So by any chance, if you must leave, if you have a meeting or whatever that you have to run to, this video will be available on the portal, and we'll be giving you the link before you finish the session today. All right. The other thing, though, is we are in a virtual space. We're in a space where none of us could all come together in one same building, okay? So kindly be respectful, even as you use the chat, even as you use the Q&A. If you want an answer to your question, just keep it short as possible so we can understand it and address it to someone so that you can get the help that you need, all right? But otherwise, super excited to be here. And to get us started, I would like to invite a good friend of mine. Her name is Ashley Mbudhia. She's part of the AMI family, and I'd like her to say a quick prayer, and then we'll jump in and you again meet her shortly as well. So Ashley, if you could come onto video and say a quick prayer, then we'll get started. Ashley?
Yes. Hi, Sam. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Sorry, I can't go on video. There's a problem with my computer, but let's pray.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Our dear Heavenly Father, we come before you today, thanksgiving in our hearts. Thank you for the gift of life, Lord. As we start this session, be with us. So, Father, go before us, help us understand, and help us put it into action. I pray all of this, believing and trusting in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. All right. Okay, like we normally do, I'll need you to type amen. Yes, Vincent, wait. Vincent is way ahead of me. Thank you, Ashley, for that. Thank you very much. All right, let me just double check something real quick. Yes, thank you, Benjamin. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Wellington. All right, let's get into this session. All right, so I'm going to switch my slides. I have an instruction there to switch my slides. Here we go. So we're going to get started, and I'd like to hear, just give it a second. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just going to switch my slides here. I'm trying to keep so much hidden from you. So, okay, good. So now that I can reveal it. Good. So I'm trying to surprise you, but my technology, obviously, I'm being a bit slow this morning. Okay, good. So today we're talking about social media. For the last month or so, we're dealing with sales and marketing. And first of all, you have logos on your screen right now. Type in the chat the one that you recognize. Which one do you recognize easily? The one that you recognize, which logo is this? Type in the chat. Type in the chat. Let's see. Okay, there's WhatsApp. Yes. Now, very quickly, there's Facebook. Yes, you're right. Let's see if we can name all of them really quickly. Pinterest. Yes, Judy. TikTok. Yes. Okay. You guys. Twitter. I should have picked a harder test. Okay. LinkedIn, Instagram. Yes. And then the yellow one. Yes, Fiona. Thank you very much. I was wondering if many people would get that because most of us may not necessarily be. Okay. Good. Now, today we are going to be engaging on the subject of social media. So we're still talking about sales and marketing. And last time was quite interesting. We talked about branding. And I want to find out if you remember particular lessons from there. We talked about the details, the big picture and the small picture as well. Details as far as even like what font you use, what colors you use, what they mean, things like that. Today, I want to find out, because we're focusing on social media, right? So I'm going to use a poll, and I'm going to ask you, what do you think the answer is to these questions? So the first is, which is the most used social media platform? So like of the ones that you mentioned, which of these 5 is? And then the second question is, what's the average daily time people spend on social media? What do you think? So I'm going to launch a poll here. Okay. So let me know. Those who can, if you're unable, it's absolutely fine. You can just put in the chat. But if you can see the poll, let's see. Which is the most used social media platform? What do you guys think? Okay, I'm going to see some responses coming up. Let's see. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see. Which one is the most used one? The one that all over the world, this one is definitely most used. Let's find out if you know your facts. Okay. All right. Let's see. So we are voting on which one do you think is the most used social media platform? And the second question is, what's the average daily time people spend on social media? Let's see. Okay. Very good. Okay, let's see. I'm going to give a few more seconds for people to respond. Okay, so let's say 10 more seconds for people to respond, and then we'll see if they've got the right answer. Okay. Very good. 10, 7, let's say 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so I'm going to end the poll here. Let's see. So from the percentage of people who have responded, generally people seem to think that that WhatsApp is the most used, and you would be right. So yes, WhatsApp is the most used social media platform. And our guest today is going to be telling you a little bit more about all these different platforms and how we can use them for our business, okay? So let's see. When it comes to what's the average daily time people spend on social media, would you believe it? I actually read it and I was quite shocked. So the actual number of the statistics says 3 hours and 3 minutes. So if you said 3 hours, you were right. Very good, very good. All right. So that's quite interesting. I thought that would be interesting for you as well. Now imagine, now we're not just sharing numbers and statistics. Imagine if everyone who's using social media platforms is using their media platform for 3 hours a day. Surely, imagine the potential for them to be able to see your brand, to see your product, to see your business, to see you, and then become a customer or become a loyal customer, or at least get to know who you are. That's the beginning of a relationship that you can have with them. And it's good for you, good for your business as well. So imagine the potential. Today, we're going to jump into that potential and what does it look like, especially how can we maximize the social media platforms that we use for business, all right? Okay, very good. So before we get into all that technical stuff, I'd like to reintroduce the team. So we have Peter and Dumia. This is the three that keep coming up. So myself, Fiona, and Peter, we are the people kind of behind this. But of course, Peter, we're under Peter's leadership, and he does such a fantastic job leading this team. So Peter Ndumia is head non-financial services, Corp Bank. We have Fiona in the background. She's the project coordinator for all that's happening. And if she doesn't do work, then none of this happens. So thank you so much, Fiona, for the input and for all the hard work that you're doing behind the scenes. And my name is Sam Chimera. I will be continuing to be your facilitator and your moderator, and I'm super excited to be here. Now, to get us started, I just want to invite Peter to I think it's always good to remind ourselves, why are we doing this? What can we hope to benefit, especially if you're here for the very, very first time? Welcome. And I want to invite Peter to give you that official welcome, especially if you're here for the first time, but also to welcome those who have been with us for a while. Peter, over to you.
Thank you, Sam. How are you?
Very good, sir. Very good.
Great. And I'm excited to be here in this particular webinar session. And I think for us, it's needed to thank our customers for joining for this webinar. We want to say karibuni sana. This is a very exciting topic. Today we'll be talking about social media marketing for our businesses. And I think we are very excited just to make sure that we continue offering you these webinars. And why do we keep on doing this? Maybe that's one of the things we need to understand. And as a bank, we have deliberately made sure that we have this coming every Thursday, just to make sure that we support our customers and who we call our MSME customers, so that their businesses can grow. Number two, why do we do this every Thursday? We want to equip ourselves with skills, and these skills are very, very relevant for our businesses. Again, why do we keep on doing this every Thursday? We want our businesses to survive, and we want to make sure that we are sustainable as business people. So look at the challenges that we have in terms of the technology trends and dynamism in business. We want to make sure that we continue offering you all this information so that then you are able to thrive and you're able to survive as you do business. So I think for us, team who are in this room, is just to make sure that we keep ourselves ready to learn. We keep ourselves ready to interact, ready to ask questions. We'll be having a speaker who is Mercy Mutuku. She's an expert in social media marketing, and I'm sure she'll be able to give us quite a number of information and insights and some of the tips that we are able to implement immediately in our businesses. And we see ourselves continue to grow. So I think we'll also be coming later to handle any questions, anything that is related to bank products and solutions, and those things that you require from the bank, that information that you've always wanted to get from the bank, we will also be able to handle as we continue in this particular session. So we ask you to keep using the chat box down there and the question and answer tab. Just make sure that we keep on engaging and be able to address most of the things that you'll be asking. We want to keep those answers coming online. So we want to welcome you again. Karibuni sana. Give us the feedback, give us the questions. If there's a topic that you're looking forward to have in the future, feel free to share with us so that then we're able to implement. So without further ado, Sam, I want to hand over back to you so that you can continue with the session. Asante.
Very good. Thank you so much. That was Peter Andumia, Head Non-Financial Services, CoBank Kenya. Thank you so much, sir. Right now, so this is a collaboration. So CoBank is behind everything. And for us as AMI, we're in the supporting side and making sure this happens every week. So I'll just tell you a little bit about AMI for those who may not know what AMI is and what we do. So as AMI, we're all about enabling ambitious businesses to grow. How do we do that? We do it through providing two things: practical training and practical tools. We feel the entrepreneurs in Africa, for them to grow, for you to grow, what you need is something really practical, something that works today. You need these tools the way a farmer needs a hoe, okay? So something that can work today, that can move us forward. And we've been doing that across 39 countries in the continent. We're super proud to have about 37,000 people trained. There's lots of digital content that we work with. So lots in like 5 or 4 languages and about 55 courses. So many tools to access all these things are things that we are proud of. But today, particularly I have an opportunity that we wanted to share specifically for those who are in agri. So I know we have quite a bit of, I think, tech. If I was looking carefully, we have lots of people in tech, but this is opportunity for those who may be in agri. If your business is in agri, there's a full scholarship opportunity that we wanted to share with you. And in order to help me to do that, I'm going to invite Tuva. Tuva is one of the members in AMI, and she's brilliant. I want to invite her. Please, Tuva, come onto video and go ahead and share this wonderful opportunity with those who would like. Michelle, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. My name is Michelle Tuva. Like Sam just introduced me, I work with AMI. Apologies now that I'm on video. I can see that my lighting is not the best, but I'll do my best to go through the information. I think that's what matters the most. So as I was saying, my name is Michelle Tuva. I work with AMI, African Management Institute, supporting agripreneurs and agri-SMEs to really learn how to better leverage on the practical tools and resources that AMI offers to be able to grow their businesses. And the thing about AgriExcel that is so exciting, particularly for me, and why I'm so excited to share this opportunity with entrepreneurs in the agri space who may be in this webinar at the moment, is that AgriExcel has been designed to support you in data-driven growth and finance linkage. So the purpose or the objective of the program is to help you to better manage, understand, track your finances, and implement best business practices for growth. And the exciting thing as well is that after the program, you will have the opportunity to access finance. We have partnered with several financial providers across East Africa and Kenya, which is particularly interesting to you who are here in the webinar, to be able to offer you this access to finance. I know that a lot of entrepreneurs, you may be thinking, how do I access funding? How do I be able to grow my business? So AgriExcel is trying to bridge that gap by offering you the opportunity to learn. So the program will run for 6 months, and it is open to agri SMEs and entrepreneurs who are looking and interested in finance in the next 6 to 12 months, and also who are looking to grow their businesses. So the thing about, sorry, I think I may. Sam, did I fall off? Is that my internet?
No,
Can you hear me? Okay.
no, it's perfect. We can hear you. Yes, go ahead.
All right, great. My apologies. I think my video is messing with me a little bit. As I was saying, Agri SMEs offers you an opportunity to understand how to better grow your business through. Sorry, Sam, I seem to be glitching. Is that just my internet?
No, you're absolutely fine, my dear. Michelle? Tuba? Okay, sorry, I think we're having 1 or 2 challenges.
Maybe she can come later as possible.
Yeah.
We proceed. Yeah.
Okay, very good. All right, but either way, I can help a little bit with that. So it's a full scholarship opportunity that you have. It's called AgriExcel. This is for especially those who you may be in business and agribusiness, or you may know someone who would be interested in this opportunity. What we're going to do is, I believe there's a link that has been shared. So if the region of reach is Rwanda, Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda.
Are you able to hear me now?
I am, but we must move on, Michelle. Is everything all right?
Sam, are you able to?
I can, Michelle, I'm going to ask you to, if we could come back to it at the end. Is that okay?
That's fine, Sam. Apologies, my internet seems to be having a problem.
No, that's not a problem. No problem. So, but either way, at least for just to capture some key points that Michelle Tuba would have shared. So it's an opportunity for those who are in agri, or if you know someone who is in agri and they're in Rwanda, Tanzania, Kenya, or Uganda, and you're interested in issues such as access to finance over the next 6 or 12 months, there's a link in the chat. Let me just double check. Yes. So there's a link that's been put in the chat. Just click on that link, fill in the form, and you have the chance to, win this full scholarship opportunity. All right. Right. But today we're talking about, over this last month, we've been talking about sales and branding. We've been having some brilliant sessions. And last week we had Tosh from TAG, is the creative hub called TAG, and it was quite an interesting session. I'm going to give you just a minute or so for those who remember what we talked about branding. Do you remember what we talked about when it came to branding? So we discussed quite a bit of marketing and branding. What do you remember? Even a tiny bit like this. What do you remember? Please let me know in the chat. I'm just going to give you a chance. And I realize we need to be doing a little bit more of this. Every time we come, we need to do a quick recap so that we find out how much we have learned and what we remember from the last session. Fiona, thank you. Fiona says, brand yourself or be branded. Okay. Judy says, yes. Thank you, Judy. I knew it. Judy says, branding is a reputation. Yes. Beryl says, branding is who you are. Oh, I'm so glad I asked this question. Like when you ask, you're not for sure. Some people can be like, no, just move on. Let's learn what's for today. But I think it's always good to know that the way we planned it is every week builds on the other. Okay. So I'll take that as a good indication. Naomi says color and fonts are very important in branding. Yes, and there were some very interesting examples. Luke says branding is long-term in nature, and branding recognizes who you are. All right, that's absolutely fine for me. Now, if you learned all that from last week, you'll be super excited, or I should say excited, about who is coming today. So, ladies and gentlemen, a quick question, or maybe just a reminder. It doesn't matter whether you run a small local shop. I'm talking about social media marketing. It doesn't matter whether you run a small local shop or a big national company. Social media is more than just a trend, as I'm sure we would all agree. It's an essential piece of your business marketing strategy. So don't ignore it, okay? Don't get caught in the times in the past. Don't ignore it. But remember also that by itself, social media is not enough to drive business growth. Okay, so we're all about business growth, but it's not enough to drive business growth. Social platforms can help us to connect with our customers, increase awareness about our brand, and boost our leads and sales. And it's important to know how that whole process works. And today, our guest is going to be helping us to do that, right? But before I show you who our guest is, I want to start with a quick poll, and I want to have your attention. So I'm going to ask you 3 quick questions about social media and your interaction, right? So I've launched the poll before I reveal to you who our guest is, okay? Let me ask you, so these are personal to you. The first question on the poll is, which is your most preferred social media platform? And we've given you the top 3, WhatsApp, Facebook, or Instagram. Pick one. Which one is? Okay, oh, wow, the responses are coming in quickly. All right, number 2, do you believe running ads on social media would help your business to grow? Let's find out. Okay, and then the last question is, have you tried running ads on social media? I'm going to give you just 30 seconds. And then what I'm going to do is invite our guest in a short while, and she'll be walking us through that whole process. Okay. Perhaps as you continue doing the voting in the poll, I can let you know that our guest is a digital marketing consultant. She's been doing it for quite a number of years. And there is also something called MetaBoost that she will be telling you about. But she is a certified trainer with MetaBoost. That means she has quite a number of years experience in digital marketing, and she also does corporate training, okay, this kind of space. And over the years, she's trained over 300 students, specifically for them to become digital marketers themselves. And when it comes to working with businesses, SMEs such as yourselves and ourselves, she's trained over 1,000 businesses across Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, and Rwanda. So she's quite adept in the field that she's in. And I'm going to go ahead and end the poll and then reveal to you who our expert for the day is. All right. For now, let me first read the poll. So most of you said preferred social media platform is WhatsApp. Okay, very good. Do you believe in running ads? Most of you said yes. A few said no. And then number 3, have you tried running ads on social media? Most of us know, but it's almost like half and half. All right. Very good. So what I'm going to do is reveal to you. Today we have our guest, and her name is Mercy Mutuku, digital marketing consultant, MetaBoost certified trainer. Just like I mentioned, I want to say a huge welcome. What I'll do is I'm going to stop sharing my screen and allow her to share her screen. Mercy, welcome. Please say a quick hello.
Hello, everyone. I'm really excited. Number one, Sam, as to why I'm very excited is because they remember what they learned last week. That's interesting.
Yeah. I was like, should I? Like, it was good to know. Yes.
At least I'm sure I have some hope they'll remember what I'll train this week. So yeah. I'm excited about that. And I'm also excited about the number of people who have said that they believe that running ads cannot help them. I am excited about that number.
Okay. So you're excited that they don't believe it can help them. You're here to change their mind.
I am here to do that. And I hope by the end of it, I will actually have influenced your thought. I will have influenced your thoughts in terms of whether these can actually help your business or not. So I'm excited about those 2 things. Okay. And I'm also excited about the turnout. So thank you so much for inviting me. I hope you like my voice so far and you like my face, because I'm going to be on your screen for a minute.
Well, welcome, Mercy. We're so glad that we could have you. I know that you have a busy schedule running lots of trainings and also lots of meetings that you're doing. So we're super excited. But I wanted to ask you, maybe before you get into the presentation, I wanted to ask you, how did you get into digital marketing? So that's the first question I'll ask you, and then I'll go for video. But as you think of that response, I want to let everyone know who is viewing and who is watching. And for those who are here live with us, if you have a question regarding our subject today, we're talking about social media marketing, please put it in the Q&A section, okay? And then if you have just a comment or some insight that you want to share, you can put that in the chat section, all right? But let me turn it back to, and sorry, I should mention, so Mercy is going to make a presentation and she's going to be sharing all the things that she's learned. Just a bit of an introduction to social media marketing for over the next 20-25 minutes. And then after that, we'll come to our questions so she can help us figure out how to figure in our social media into our marketing strategy. All right. So Mercy, let's come back to you. How did you get into all this digital marketing stuff?
All right, that's interesting. I'll keep it short. I was in a class doing marketing degree, and a lecturer, I was in second year, the lecturer just mentioned, you know, this digital marketing, and it sounded wow. It just sounded amazing. So I started to research about it. Mine, by the way, it was not a passion or anything. It was more of, it sounds amazing, and I'm in the marketing space. Let me just research more about it. And then on doing research here and there, I actually now fell in love with it. I did some course here and there, and I started working when I was in campus. So that's how it started.
Very good. All right. I'm going to turn it over to you. And just a quick reminder for everyone, if you have a question, put it in the Q&A. And then if you have just an insight or a comment, you can put it in the chat section. And let's go ahead. Over to you, Mercy.
All right. Thank you so much, Sam. So I only have 25 minutes and I want to make the best out of it. So you, if you have a question, we have the Q&A. They may get lost in the chats because there are quite a lot of chats coming in. So if you have a question you'd like me to answer, put it in the Q&A session, and then we'll have that session after my 25 minutes. So today I want us to focus mainly on establishing your presence on Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. How that can help your business. A few tips here and there on how to use each and every of these tools. And I'm also interested in knowing how many have even tried WhatsApp business, not the WhatsApp that we use to chat with our friends, but WhatsApp business. So I'm also interested in knowing that, but we'll do that later. So I want us to get started immediately. What we are going to cover is how to establish your presence on Facebook and Instagram and then WhatsApp. We are going to look at how to maximize these platforms because you could have a presence, but you're not making the best out of it. So we want to make sure that once you're on Instagram as a business, then you're making the best out of it. I'm going to give you tips on how to do this. And then we are going to look at the do's and don'ts of social media marketing, and then we answer your Q&A sessions. So just a quick figure just to make you interested is that we have over 3 billion people. That is billion, not million, billion people who are using these platforms every month. So this is your potential customer. That customer that you wish that you had, that customer that you wish to retain, and that customer that you wish that they knew about your product, then they are on this platform every day. We've already seen the statistic that we are spending over 3 hours on WhatsApp and on this on social media. That's quite a lot. That is an opportunity for you to bring your business there. And I'm happy that a good number of you believe that social media can help your business. And already some of you have already tried running ads on the platform. I'm also interested in knowing how your experience was. So let us look at reaching people to where they spend most of their time, which we've talked about, online being number one. And something else is that we are online, yes, but we are there using our mobile phones. I am pretty sure out of the 200 and more people here, 90% of us are tuning in through our mobile phones. Just a couple, maybe those are in the office, the ones who are using their desktop. So how your customers will engage with your content is one, on their mobile phones. The other thing is just a couple will be on their desktops and a few will walk into your business. So what does this mean for you is that whatever content you're creating, it has to be smart for the mobile phone. You also need to have something for the desktop as well. That could be your website, it should be fitting to that space. And then the other thing is now you should also talk about where you store it so that people can actually walk in. But that means that you can sustain your business without a physical store because 90% are making these transactions online. So let us look at establishing your presence on Facebook and Instagram. So number one is just a tip. You need to provide more information about your offering. So these platforms, number one is when you have a Facebook page, it's a page. If you're not giving us content, if you're not posting about your product, you're not posting about your services, you're not showing us your service at hand. You know, a product, you can take a picture, but for a service, you need to show it at hand. If it says, say, plumbing, if it is groceries, then you're doing maybe juices and all that. What you need to do is capture the action of the service at hand so that you can show people that this is working. When you're giving more information about your product offering, it's not just about the product only, but also giving updates about your business. This platform will give you an opportunity when you move shops, when you move location, when you change your business address, when you add more product to your business. At the end of it all, we are looking at growing our businesses. We are looking at where we were last year. We don't want to be in the same space 2 years to come. So what you need to do is use these platforms to give more information about your business and offering, and to share more updates about your business, and then communicate with your customers directly. What this means is that you get a chance on WhatsApp, you're getting a chance to actually have a personal conversation with your customers. Previously, digital has had this thing of online has lost the personal touch when the whole space was starting. But right now with digital, you are able to use social media, use Instagram, go live on these platforms, chat with your customers, call your customers on WhatsApp, video call and WhatsApp call, and you're even able to do the technical bit of your service. Let's say you've sold someone, I'll give you a personal example. Someone sold for me a heater, a house heater, and for a minute I didn't know how to operate it. And we had a WhatsApp video call, and in a minute I was able to fix, and the person was not even in my house, or that whole was captured and was taken care of. So that is what I'm talking about, having an opportunity to communicate directly to your customers. And then you can also go ahead to use ads to help reach more people. What happens is that when you have this platform and you're not running ads, you're only able to reach the people following your page. And that is just around 30% of the people following your page are the ones you're able to reach. Not everyone who is following the page at a time. So if you have an audience of 3 million people, 3 billion people that you've seen that they are in this platform every month, then you need to now boost the numbers that you have with the advertisement, so that you can reach the extra people within your target audience. So I'm seeing the Q&As are coming in. So guys, allow me to look at the Q&As later. So when I'm talking about Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a WhatsApp business account, a Facebook business page, and an Instagram business account. So most of the time we are using our Facebook personal accounts to run our businesses, which is not professional. So I would really advise, if you don't have a page, go ahead and create a Facebook page. And the thing is, it's very directory on how to create a page. It will take you just step by step. Same way as Instagram, if you're using your own personal Instagram account, it's not professional. It will lack tools like insights. You're not able to run promotions on your personal account. So what I'd advise is, if you already have that, then turn it into a business account. And that way you'll get access to insights. And insights, they give you information about how your page is performing. If you post something today, you're able to see how many people were reached. How many people were reached by your advertisement? How many people did you talk to within a certain period of time? If you were running a promotion, then how many people saw your advert? So when you go to create your page, you've created your Facebook page, you've created your Instagram page. I'm going to give you just 4 tips on how to optimize the page, because it's one thing to have the page, but it's another thing to make sure that you're making the best out of it. And I'm going to give you an example just using our mother company here, which is the Cooperative Bank. So number 1 is use your logo as your profile picture. And the reason for this is that your logo will always be displayed across any post that you give, any post that you post. If you're posting any post, you post something to the groups, you post something, you send a link to someone, your profile picture will always go along with that link where you're sharing that information. Meaning that is your representation. And I'm happy that we talked about branding last week. And the way you build a brand is through that consistency, remembrance, making someone identify your business by a certain aspects. So make sure that your logo is your profile picture. So right now you can just go to your Facebook page, on Instagram page, and confirm what you have as your profile picture. If you have a product, make a change. Find a way of changing that to your business logo. And we have just, if you go on Google, there are different free tools that you can use to get a logo for your business. The other one is keep your cover picture dynamic. So the cover picture is a big part. Where it's written, is your business giving you sleepless nights? That part is your cover picture, and that means that can be changed over and over again. When we are in Christmas, you can change that to reflect Christmas. When we are just a few days ago, it was Halloween, you could have changed that to represent that. If you have a new product that you're launching, then you can keep that dynamic, and you even have an option to add more pictures, to add video in that space. And that way it keeps your page dynamic and not boring at all the time. So if I come to your page this month, I'll see a different profile picture, I'll see a different cover picture, and next month I'll see something different. So that is a way of keeping your page dynamic so that your followers are not getting bored. So I hope right now we've checked our pages so far as we talk. The other one is keep your business name short and sweet. We've seen people with really, really long, funny names. And if you take that to your page, then people are not able to remember that page. You know, most of the time, if I come across something, let's say a nice handbag, and I want to refer my friend to that page, I should be able to remember that business offhand and tell my friend, check their Instagram page, check their Facebook page. So your name, which comes as part of branding as well, is really important to how people remember your business, or whether people will be able to remember your business. And I just got an example of Nairobi Fashion Hub. You'd remember that very fast. If I had bought something here and I want to refer my friend, then I would easily remember that. So that is when it comes to branding, keep the business name short and sweet. The other one is be consistent in posting. I have seen a lot of SMEs, you know, you are busy, you're very busy. You're at your business, you're the finance, you're the CEO, you're the operations, you're everything, and you're the marketing. So most of the time we forget, and we post once a month, we post once in 2 months. Some of the time, others we post every time there's a holiday. We only remember to wish people Merry Christmas and Happy New Year until next year. That is when we'll post again. So I have seen that, and that means that you will be saying that digital is not working for you, yet it is exactly you who is not making the best out of it. So you post and be consistent in posting. I will remember your business if I keep on seeing it. So if you're not posting, then I'm not going to be seeing your business in my timeline, meaning that I'm not able to think about your business. I'm not able to remember, even when I have a product that I want to buy from you, then I will not be able to remember. And an average person is exposed to over 10,000 adverts in a day. Online, traditional brands that you meet. Just right now, I'm in my house and I can just look and I can see several brands. That is counted as advertising because those brands are on my face and the logos and the brand name are on my face. So you're exposed to over 10,000 adverts in a day. So you can imagine that is your customer. And the same customer you're trying to impress is the same customer who is being impressed by funny videos by Rico Mondi, the same customer who is getting an advert from Cooperative Bank. Just a minute ago, you get another advert from Airtel and Safaricom. So you're competing for the same space. Consistency and making sure that you are consistent and quality content that you're posting and it's consistent is what will make a difference for your business. The other thing is now on your business page, make sure that you're optimizing it by giving more information about your business. So you have an about us session that gives you an opportunity to optimize even by keywords. On this page, I would advise you use hashtags and use just a short description of your product, but include hashtags that are best identifiable for your business. If you sell shoes and your business is called Aggie's Closet, then using hashtag Aggie's Closet will not make your business discoverable because you're already using your brand name. But using the hashtag high heels, hashtag office shoes, hashtag, then that is what I would go on the platform to search. So just when you're using the hashtags, make sure that number one is that you're using hashtags about your product. The other thing is adding your business address. That is, if someone wants to get direction, if you don't have a physical store, then you can now go ahead and use your contact information. If you have a website, go ahead and put in the website as well. Just optimize the page to the maximum capacity. This is your digital first impression of your business, and you need to make sure that you're giving people the right impression. Same way when you go to Instagram, on your about us session, you have a very limited number of characters that you can use. So make sure that you'd even rather list your products than give a history about your business. You'd rather go ahead and list the product that you sell than start telling people that your business was started in 1902 and you have this number of employees. Then that does not make sense for me as a customer because you have a limited number of characters that you can use. That is the number of words you can use here. Then keep it short and sweet. And I'll insist on keeping short and sweet. So once you have your page ready, you have your page, your Facebook page, you set it up, you created some content on it, so it's not an empty page. Your Instagram page as well, you've optimized, you have your logo as your profile picture, and you have a cover photo that now you can be changing over and over again. Start inviting people. The first people you can invite are always your family, friends, and your customers. Remember to always tell your people we have a Facebook page, follow our Facebook page. Maybe even in such a trend, then you'd be sharing your Facebook page. We could be your potential customers. So look at different ways to share that. And then now the last part is raising awareness for your offering. So number one was about the first stage, which I've done, was about setting up. You've set up your Facebook page, you've set up your Instagram page. I will get to WhatsApp later. So now you need to raise awareness for your offering. And this is where the task comes in. You could have a page, but if you're not posting, then you're not doing the right, you're not getting the best out of it. So raising awareness for your business starts by creating content. And content is king, distribution is queen. So if you're creating content and you're not distributing it right, then you're losing something in your kingdom of your business and customers. So number one is creating posts. And when it comes to posts, we have different types of posts that you can post, which we look at. We also have stories. Stories have become very huge right now, and reels, which are in video, that is on Instagram. Right now we have our WhatsApp status, it's a sort of a story. Instagram, we have stories. On Facebook, we have stories. So these has become a very big part. Most of us, when you go on Instagram, instead of scrolling through your phone, you go to your stories and you check. Meaning that if your business, you're not doing stories, then you're missing out. Really huge when it comes to customers. The other part is live videos, which have also become quite big right now. So you could be wondering, as a business, how can you use live videos? Live videos are good for building authenticity for your business. That is, when you have a live video, you're able to show behind the scenes. Let's say you sell honey. Then you could go live when you're harvesting to show that your honey is authentic. Because the customer pain point could be the honey that they're getting in the supermarkets or in other shops is not authentic. It has impurities. So you could now go live to show your product, the authenticity of your product. If you're doing a restaurant, then you could go behind the scenes to show the kitchen, show the food being prepared. And that way you're building authenticity, you're building trust with customers about your business. So let us look at creating posts and the different types of posts that you can create for your business. So we've talked about, you have images, we have stories, we have videos that you can upload as well. So I'm interested in knowing, you guys, whether you're already using, how often do you post on your Facebook page? Because I know a couple of us have Facebook pages. So just in the chat and tell me, how often do you post on your Facebook page as I go on with the presentation? So number one is share posts and videos about your business. And a quick tip when it comes to sharing posts is that make sure that you have the right representation of your business. If you're taking a picture, make sure that it's the right representation of your business, because online, we believe it's what you see is what you get. If you take a bad picture of your product, then I know your product is bad. Even if your product is good, maybe your camera that was bad, then what you see is what you get. If it's a video, make it short and sweet and make your product come out fast. Make sure that your customers know your business at first, because our online concentration span is quite very slow. It's quite very short, sorry. Within 3 seconds, you want to move on and want to move on very fast. So you have different post options when you're posting. So let us look at what you have. Once you click on the post option, you can take a picture right now with your phone. If you are on your camera, then you can upload a picture. You can do a message whereby you do a post and has an option of a call to action, whereby you tell people to send you messages. And you can also do WhatsApp as well, because WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, we are all meta products. And right now you're able to run adverts across each of the 3 platforms. So those are the different kind of other posts that you can do. The other one is stories. Stories give you a chance to be engaging with your customers. I know most of us have used stories whereby you have either videos and stories there. They've become fun. You can play some music at the background. You can do a poll, and I've seen people use this as a research tool, doing a poll, and you get research with your customers. And then you can use stories to make your content more interactive. You can use different colors when you're doing the text, just to make it more interesting and not boring. So if you are not using stories in your business right now, I would really advise that you consider it. I would really advise that you consider using stories. So before we go to WhatsApp, let me do a quick recap of what I have mentioned on that slide. I've talked about optimizing your page, Instagram and Facebook, using your logo as your profile picture, making sure that your cover photo is dynamic so that your page is not boring. I've talked about making sure that you add all your business information and take advantage of hashtags. And when you're using hashtags, don't use your business hashtag all the time. Just use your business hashtag alongside product hashtags, because customers go online to look for products, and hashtags are supposed to help you become more discoverable. I've talked about posting because content is king and distribution is queen. So you need, number one is to start by creating the content, making sure that it's a picture, it's a video, it's the best representation of your business. And then the last part has talked about consistency, making sure that now you do it over and over again, don't get bored, make it fun and interesting using stories, reels, and videos. So I've seen a couple of people have their hands up. Kindly just put the questions on the Q&A or keep your hands up, and then moderator will come to you when it comes to the Q&A session. So let us look at WhatsApp right now. So I'm interested in knowing how many people have used WhatsApp Business, not the normal WhatsApp, WhatsApp is specific WhatsApp Business. If let's just yes or no on the charts. Yes or no. If you have used WhatsApp Business, just use yes or no. Just use the chat to tell me whether you have already used it or not, whether you've even heard about it. So WhatsApp Business is a different WhatsApp that they can exist in the same mobile phone. The phone that you have right now, it can have your normal WhatsApp, and it can also have WhatsApp Business profile. So that is the one interesting fact about WhatsApp Business. And WhatsApp Business gives you a chance to add information, create a catalog, talk to customers directly on WhatsApp, but still maintaining the professional look. You're able to now, it has other tools that help you to manage your business, which I'm going to go deeper into those. So how do you get the WhatsApp Business? You just go to your app store, whichever iOS or whether you're using iOS or Android, just go to your whatever app store you have, and you just look for WhatsApp Business, just that. Download it, register with your mobile number. I would really advise that you have a different mobile number than your phone number, your normal phone number that you use for your personal, so that you know when a customer calls, then you know this is from my business and this is not for my personal friends who are calling me. So you can use, however, you can still use the same number and try to register on both WhatsApps. So I would really advise that. So you can go right now on your WhatsApp, on your app store, and download WhatsApp Business, and let's start using. If you already have your WhatsApp Business, maybe in the audience you already have a good number that have already tried it, then let us look at how you can make the best use of that WhatsApp Business that you already have right now. So number one is build your profile. Once you get the application, build your profile, add your business name. Remember, we said your business name should always be short and sweet. So just look at the business name that you have and ask yourself whether someone can remember and can easily tell someone else about the name without having pronunciation issues and all that. So add your business information. That is now building your profile. What you need to add there is add your business name, add your email address, add your location, add your business address. Hours of operation, they're really important. If you're closed on Sundays, then people need to know that you're closed on Sundays. If you have a website, then you can add all that there, making sure that now you have a well-built profile. Then the next thing is start share and update status. Right now, we are very big on status. I know a couple of us right now, you go on your status to just start your day. Most of the time, when you get bored, you go on your status faster, just to look at what is happening. So I would really advise that you have your WhatsApp Business, save your customer's phone number so that you can able to share status and they will see your status. You can also most of the customers, they will save your number before they can contact you. So they have already saved your number. It's for you now to save their number. Just save their number and then you start updating your status. Do a status every day. Just something, capture behind the scene. If you're packing products, just capture when you're packing the fruits and you're sending them to maybe to your customers. If you're in farming, a couple of us are in farming. So if you're in farming, then take a picture of your onions as they grow. Or harvest day, or when you are airing your maybe your honey, now you are harvesting. Just capture different aspects of your business. It does not have to be high-tech content that you're producing. It just has to be the right quality. So update your status and make sure that it's consistent. Then the other part is customize your messages with business tools. So this is what the other WhatsApp cannot give you. You are not able to create a business profile on your normal WhatsApp. You're not able to upload a catalog. A catalog is a list of your products and services. It gives you a chance to add your the product price, a product description, and a product name. And when a customer asks you, you can now send your catalog as your price list. And you don't have to keep on texting people and telling them, we have this shoe at 5,000, we have these at 200. You don't have to keep on doing that. You have all your products in one catalog that you can update as your products change, and you share that as your business profile or as your price list. And then the other part is you are able to do messaging and customize and help you manage expectations for customers. That is, you can create away messages when you are not online, and I text you business, and you're able to get a prompt that tells you, unfortunately, we are out of, we close our business. We'll get back to you as soon as possible, or such. You can customize a message. You can also set a greeting message so that you are more human and personal. If I come to your WhatsApp, I'm not expecting to be bored or to just be so business, because WhatsApp is sort of personal. Then you can set a greeting message that any person who texts your WhatsApp business, you tell them good morning, how are you, or good afternoon, or how are you? Just greeting. Then you can set quick replies for your frequently asked questions. If people keep on asking you about certain things, then you can send them as quick replies such that you can just pick them and you send immediately. And you can set labels. What labels does is that they help your business in making sure that you are able to just categorize your customers. So you can set a label for orange, and you know that any customer who is in orange, they have not bought yet, but they are almost buying. And any customer who is green, they have already bought your product. Then you can also go ahead and set any customer who is in yellow, we've just started engaging and they have not bought, or someone who is in red, they already dropped off the chain and they are no longer interested in buying. And that way it helps you know, if I come in tomorrow, then I want to do follow-up, then I know I'm going to all orange conversations and I'm going to talk to all people in orange because they've not bought yet. Once they buy, I turn them to green. Once they say that they've already bought from someone else, I turn them to red. And that way it helps you with follow-up, and follow-up is where you get the business from actually most of the time. Let us look at some of the best practices when you are on WhatsApp. Number one is be responsive. We are towards the end right now. Be responsive. Make sure that you are very responsive to your, even not just on WhatsApp, but also on other, on your inbox. When a customer comes to you, make sure that you don't take 7 business days to respond to your message on Instagram. Respond to your customers. Monitor trends. Monitor what's happening right now. Just monitor what is happening in your space and try to engage in that. It will give you a lot of viewership, a lot of free views that you didn't have before when you engage in trends. Then you can set your expectations and manage expectations. When you're on WhatsApp, something else is that when I come to your WhatsApp, I am expecting a quick reply. So if you're taking too long to reply, that means that you are not managing my expectations. So you can use the tools I've shown you, the quick replies, the greeting message, the labels to manage expectations. And then something else is write the way you speak. On social media, this was created for people. Facebook was created for people, not for businesses. And when I'm engaging, even if I am engaging with Cooperative Bank on their Instagram, it's still a person behind the scenes. So write the way you speak. Don't be so formal. Don't be so rigid. Just write the way you speak so that people can have that authenticity and can engage with you naturally on these platforms. So I want to look at my key takeaways as I close my session and go to Q&A. Number one is establish your presence on Facebook and meet customers where they spend their time. So if you're not on these platforms, if you're not on WhatsApp, we've seen WhatsApp is the most used social media platform. If you're not there, then you're missing out. The other one is invite communities, that is your friends and families. When you meet people in a business setup, tell them about your business. If you can get a QR code for your page and you stick it at the back of your phone, and you can tell people to just scan the QR code and they'll follow your page, just go ahead and do that. Whatever way that you can do to grow the page and grow an audience. The other part is use post stories and live video to increase awareness of your business offering. I've talked about consistency here. I've also talked about making sure that your business is recognizable, using your logos and being consistent, not just in posting, but how you post. If your brand color is red, then keep on using red. Don't change to gray. If your brand color is orange and yellow, then keep those orange and yellow consistently throughout so that you build that remembrance and you build consistency. And then you can use Business Suite, that is a Meta Business Suite, to help you schedule posts on Facebook such that you don't have to wake up every morning and you're tired and you don't know what to post. So you can just sit down, create a calendar and post every day. And my last key takeaway is create a catalog and showcase your products on WhatsApp. That will be what I've said, it can be your price list. Use high quality images everywhere. WhatsApp on Facebook, best representation of your business, because what you see is what you get online. Then invite your customers using your link or QR codes or ads that send them to WhatsApp. Find a way to now bring people to your WhatsApp, because you have it. Then find a way to bring people, save customer numbers, and start sharing status. And then use the business tools in WhatsApp to help you manage and streamline your business and manage expectations for your customers. That is, set up their away messages, the greeting messages, and all that, so that you can manage your customers' expectations. So that has been my session. I'm now going to look at the Q&A and ask Sam to take over the Q&A so that I can answer your questions, look at the chats as well. So thank you.
Right. First of all, Mercy, thank you so much. And I see that there's been lots of response in the chat saying, thank you very much. Thank you for sharing the information, Alex. And if you know where the emoji function is, please help me appreciate Mercy. There you go. I think we're trying to speak Mercy's language here, emojis and all these things. Okay. And Mercy can probably show you how to turn the yellow one into a black one so that it reflects the color of your hands. That's very interesting. Okay, very good. So we want to go into, and I know, let me first start by apologizing. Not apologizing, but there's a lot of information to learn. And imagine if you thought this was a lot of information, Mercy just merely scratched the surface. Because I know all these platforms, you can go deeper and deeper and deeper. But what I'm going to do now is to turn my attention to some of the questions. And today we wanted to make a lot more time for this. So let me start with, I know there are some of us in the room who are thinking, Mercy, thank you for the great presentation. But really, can you really say this stuff works? Like, I have my shop, people come, they buy, the customer you see is the one who is there. So what would you tell that person? Because I know some of us are high users of social media. Some of us are not at all. Some of us fear it. What would you say to that person who is wondering, does it really work?
Yes, I would start by saying right now, I don't know anyone who does not spend time online. Maybe 2 or 3 people within your circles are the ones who get a break from social media. You know, those people take vacations out of social media because of how sometimes toxic it can get. But yeah, so we are always on our social media platforms. So the customer that you think that you want is definitely on either of the platforms. It's either on Instagram or Facebook or WhatsApp. So what happens is most of the time, you may not get the customer directly coming in from Instagram and calling your business. But this is a customer who will see your product today, save it or take a picture or take a screenshot and call even a month later and tell you, hello, I saw this shoe. Where is your shop located? And that is how you're going to get your customers. So most of the time, this customer will not buy immediately. They are going to see your post today and the end month is not yet here. So, you know, they're thinking it's mid-month, I still don't have money. And by the end of the month, when they have the money, that is the time they'll be calling you and asking you, so where is your shop located? They're still going to walk in. Or we've seen so many online shops in Nairobi and in towns doing deliveries and without even having to meet this customer. And it's pay on delivery. Where are you located? Delivery fee is 200 shillings and your shoe is dropped, or your product is your honey. I actually personally buy my honey from Mombasa. Wow. So it is shipped all the way to Nairobi and I have never met the person I buy from.
Very good. Okay, so I imagine that's a convincing argument for sure. And maybe just to tie in something that we learned from last week from Tosh, the guy who was here, he said you may be, he used a very interesting example, Mercy. You may find, so he's a gentleman and he said you may be the most handsome gentleman in the club, but as long as you keep winking in the dark, no one knows you're there. So you might as well get some light and show some visibility. And I think that's a good analogy for social media. Okay, so the second question I had was, how about the person who feels like, okay, now I really want to get on social media, I want to maximize it for business. But one, there's too many platforms, okay? And every day, new ones are coming. Just when I'm getting a hang of Facebook, now Twitter comes, then now Twitter, before I get it, Instagram has come, and then WhatsApp. And then Instagram is even changing their whole format. They no longer want us to post pictures. What are these things called reels? How do I manage all that? And I'm running a business. So what would you tell that person who is kind of confused about where to start and all this? Can I really do it?
All right, I would start by telling you, number one is you don't have to be in all platforms. Let's take that
really?
Number one, yes.
Oh wow, I know someone who is listening has just said Fuchs.
I know you don't have to be in all platforms. What you should always focus is your customer is your focus. So think about, where is your customer mostly at? Where is 80% of your clientele at? If you're 90% of your or 80% of your customer is on Facebook, then you can forget Twitter and you can forget other platforms and you get on just that one platform and you maximize it. Yeah. The other thing is, one of the reasons as I've said you don't have to be in all platforms is because you'd rather not be there than be there with a poor presence. So you'd rather completely not be on Facebook than be on Facebook, but you post Happy New Year and Merry Christmas.
Okay.
You'd rather not be there.
And you reply after 2 weeks.
Yeah, you reply after 14 business days.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely helpful. So okay, now let me engage you a bit on when you say engaging content, because I know engaging content is important and we need to create content that people can engage with. Well, first of all, what does engage mean and what makes content engaging? So for those who are wondering what I'm talking about, I'm referring to what do I post, how regularly, how do I interact? Before even what do I post, how do I determine that this is good for posting? You kept talking about quality.
Number one, quality comes to, I said, what you see is what you get online. So number one, quality goes to how you capture your images and your videos. Unfortunately, this is very, digital is very superficial. We don't go ahead to ask, was the picture really the best? Is what I see, if I don't like it, that's it. It doesn't matter how it was taken. So quality starts from there.
Wow,
so if you don't take the right picture of your product or the right video of your product, even if you're posting every day, my friend, you're not going to see results. Because
okay, but Mercy, what is the right one? You tell us properly. The right one. We all want to get the right one. What is the right one?
The right
is it a certain color?
Sure
is it what qualifies it to be the right one?
Number one, make sure that your product is the focus. I would highly include make sure that whatever you take, if it's a picture of the product, make sure that the product is the focus. You can blur the background. You can find a way to just focus on the product. Make sure that the product is the main character of the picture.
Okay.
Your product is the main character of the video. Then if it's a background, the background should not be something that dismisses the quality. That could be the cleanliness, the tidiness of the environment. Just make sure that the product is the quality, but what is behind is not going to deter with that. The other thing is, if it's a video that you take in, make sure that your brand comes first. If it's a video, don't build up a story on video. Then make sure that if you're you're showing your product, show your product first. Start with your product. You can build up everything else later. And then lighting is really important when it comes to photography and video. Remember, there's a speaker who started by apologizing and saying that her lighting is not perfect. So that is exactly what now you should make sure that your product lighting, when you're taking the pictures, should just light it up. Don't lie to people how your product looks, don't super edit it such that what is delivered, we start having what I ordered versus what I delivered situation.
Well, so I think there's a short story. There's a friend of mine, I think these guys did social media marketing well. So he was sure he was buying an iPad until he got the product and it was a Chinese product that was for kids. Even the kids didn't want to play with it. So I guess we have to be careful about how it post.
Yeah, exactly. So make sure that you're making the product as real as it is, but make it beautiful, because online you have to like it for me to buy it. So those are just some of the tips.
Maybe allow me to add to what you said. Make sure that you're selling the customer the real thing, because what you want to do is also, I think, could you speak about building trust and authenticity? I think trust, because I think it connects. How does that connect to building trust with your customer?
Number one is the best customers come from referrals. So you're looking at selling to Mercy, and Mercy talking to her friends and her girl group about the product so that they can, or the business, so that they can come to you. So if you say, if I'm getting an iPad and I get a kid's toy that my kids don't even want to play with it, I'm definitely not going to refer your business to someone else. That is number one.
Yeah.
And another way of building authenticity online is being real. What I've talked about, showing the behind the scenes, showing, I've told you about the honey. I bought because I could see the videos of her harvesting the honey, packing the honey. I bought one to try because I had seen it. So building authenticity is just showing behind the scenes. Show your product at real, how real it is. If you are having a furniture shop, show us the workshop. Don't just keep on editing the pictures, the final pictures and super edit. Show us the workshop. That is what we want to see. Yeah.
So you want to front the business.
Yes. That will build authenticity and trust. And then make sure the product is exactly what it is, so that people can refer your business to other people.
Okay. Well, I think we have, so one of the questions that came through was someone does not have a Facebook account. And I guess maybe you may have answered it like, if your customers are not on Facebook, then maybe you don't need a Facebook account. But if the customers are on Facebook, then you may want to consider, right?
Yeah.
At what point, maybe if I may ask Mercy, at what point does someone need to get someone else to run their social media stuff? Because I know that every entrepreneur here is busy running a business, all the different things. What's the balance there?
Number one is because of how important it has become right now. Maybe previously, a couple of years ago, your business could survive without online. But right now, you cannot really survive without having a digital presence. So right now, I would really, the moment you notice that you are lagging, you can use your Facebook to 100%, but you're only utilizing 20%. Then at that point, start considering getting someone. And I know that it can be expensive to get someone as a business. So what I've seen people do is, if you have a group of friends who manage, you have small businesses that you've started and you don't have a huge budget, I have seen people hire one person to work for the 4 or 5 businesses, your friend's business. And this person, if they are asking a salary of, let's assume 40,000, then your business pays 10,000, another business 10,000, another business 10,000, and you all get one social media manager to do the work for 4. Unless now, if your business now grows to a point that you can sustain someone, then now that is the point you pick one. So I've seen many people do that, where you group yourself into like 10 businesses. You get someone, a really good expert with a good pay, because they're going to charge. And then you work together to contribute to paying that person, and that person works together to make your businesses have online presence. So don't sit down and say that you cannot afford a social media manager. Find your friend who has a business and has the same vision as you, and partner.
Okay, I think you've also answered the next question, because one of the challenges when I was doing a bit of research for this session, it said one of the challenges that entrepreneurs have is limited human and financial resources. But I think you've definitely given us a solution for that. Get creative, find someone else who needs the same help. Let's combine, let's share the cost, right?
Yeah.
So the other one is, I think, to do with Instagram specifically. You spoke of insights. Some of us may not know what insights are. What does that look like? So please answer, if you could answer in regards also to the person who's asking. You said Instagram for business, and there's the normal one. Could you just speak a bit about Instagram, especially for those of us who are in, like, I know we are in IT and some other relevant fields.
Okay, so number one, when I talk about insights is like data. So when you have the normal, well, actually I can even just direct you on how to convert your Instagram right now. If you have your own personal Instagram account, once you go to settings, yes, once you go to settings, there is privacy. I'm trying to just look at my phone right now so that I give you the right direction. Just from your normal Facebook, if you want to Instagram and you want to change it to a business profile, you go to settings. And then once you click settings, you go to account.
Okay.
Once you click account, at the last part, you just scroll to the end. There is switch to professional account. There's something written that if your account is already a professional account, it should be written switch to personal account. So you don't need to switch back to personal account. So the moment you switch to professional account, it becomes our Instagram business account, and you are able to run advertisements on it. You are able to connect it to your Facebook page. you are able to connect it to your WhatsApp. You'll be able now to get insights, which is the data in terms of if you post something, you're able to see how many people liked the post, how many people saw the post. You can see the post and not like. So the normal Instagram will tell you how many people have liked your post. But the business one will tell you, actually, 3,000 people saw it, but 10 liked. So you'll be able to get such information. You'll also be able to get information in terms of how many people followed your page in a month or in a week. And that is going to help you make decisions in terms of, so this month I posted twice, I got 3 followers. Last month I had posted 10 times, I got 20 followers. So meaning that something was working. You're also able to do decisions in terms of, I posted a video, it reached 3,000 people, and then I posted a picture and it reached 2,000 people, meaning videos are working more. So let me do more videos. And then you're making decisions based on data and not just feeling and intuition.
Good. Let me ask Luke. Luke Musiga says, must the theme or layout of all social media pages for the business be similar across the ones that you mentioned? What's the advantage of that? Or is it important?
Sorry, come again.
Luke Musiga is asking, must the theme or layout of all the pages for the business be similar? How important is that?
Number one, what should always be similar is your business name. Let's start with that. WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, if you go to Twitter, whichever platform you go, your business name should always be consistent. Your logo should be consistent, but what you post must not be consistent. So it's not, you can post across, you can cross post. What you post on Instagram is what you post on Facebook. That is okay. But if you have the time, because of the needs of each platform, you can now put more effort into changing. Let's say what goes to Twitter. Twitter has a very small space for text and a very small space for image. So if you're texting a paragraph on LinkedIn, then it will not work for Twitter because Twitter has a limit of characters. So think about that. However, you can do one cross-fit all for the consistency part of it. Remember, I talked about the consistency. So the layout may not be the same. It should not be the same product all the time. You may switch it up if you have the time and the resources, but consistency comes to colors, product. If it's a picture of honey, let it be consistent. The same honey that you posted on Instagram it's the same sofa set on Instagram. If I go on Facebook, I'll still find it. Just have that consistency. And I'm talking about consistency because how we are built, our brains are built is that I'm only able to remember you if you are repetitively to me. If I keep on seeing you, or I keep on mentioning your name, if I keep on talking to you, I'm more likely to remember you. So online, you are only able to build that repetition, that through consistency.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Now, I'd like to, someone is asking about boosting. So where we need to, first of all, what is boosting? What's the purpose? And I know that can be a whole class of its own. But absolutely. I know boosting for engagement, for sales, for conversion, all those business terms. Wow, how does that work? So boosting where you spend money to get, like, how does that work for those who are wondering?
All right, so boosting is basically putting some money behind your social media promotion so that like they get to more people. So naturally, if I post something on my Facebook page that has 100 people, only 30% of that audience will see my promotion, just how the algorithm is set and how the tools are set. So only like 30% will see that. So only 30 people will be able to see. And now it narrows down to like that 30%. Some are online, others are not. Today is the day they decided to detox from social media, so they are also not available. so the number goes lower and lower. So for better chances of getting to more people, then you use boosting, which is now the promotion. When you promote, you're able to set the audience such that you're not promoting to masses. You're not promoting this product to everyone on Facebook because not everyone is your customer, is your target audience. So what you do is now you set your audience. You set people who have specific characteristics, the age, demographics, location, interest and behavior that match your current customer so that you can reach people who have the same characteristics online. So that is how boosting will help you. So it will help you to reach more people outside your followers. And so you get
to, so essentially you get to choose where this goes.
Absolutely, yes. So it's not going to masses. You know, I told the easiest way to fail is trying to impress everyone. So also the easiest way to waste your marketing budget is trying to advertise to everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how do you, how much does that cost? What's the rates like? Because as soon as you say finances, we start saying, now, in fact, I think it's good that all of us are seeing on the screen. Some of you are wondering, how can I get more information? I think Zachary has just said, this is quite new information, and I'm sure Mercy is happy about that. But there's a screen, on the screen, you see free online learning. So Mercy is presenting us an option of a free online course. The free online course, you can learn a lot more about the things that Mercy is speaking about and sharing about. So that's a good place to start, and we want to leave that on the screen. So please, maybe we can share an actual link in the chat, Mercy, where you, oh yes, thank you, Fiona. So Fiona shared a link in the chat. Click on that, but also the facebook.com/blueprint. Mercy, what does that look like over the next, we are coming to round this up, but how much money does it cost? What's the return on investment like? Because we don't have money to be throwing everywhere, but you're telling us this is important. So what does that look like financially?
So financially, it will look like the least you can spend on any Meta platform is $1 per day. So if you convert the current exchange rate, let's say around 120 shillings per day. So you can go ahead and start that. I always advise you start small and keep on improving. So start small by learning how the audience is, how your people are reacting to it. If you post something today and you get people following your page, or you get people engaging with you, or you get messages of people asking about your business, then you know that it's sort of working. So now you can prolong the promotion. So I always advise you start with the least budget possible, which is $1 per day. Though you can try and push it a little bit, maybe do 200 shillings per day, and then you just see what will happen within a 7 days promotion. And if you're trying for the first time, or maybe you've tried, I would advise don't stop the promotion before 7 days are over, because the first 4 days, the promotion goes through something called learning phase. And in the learning phase, the promotion is not delivering to the maximum capacity. So within the first 2-3 days, you may not see the best results, but give it time to finish the learning phase. It has learned your audience, it has learned your product, it has learned just how people are engaging with your content. And now give it another 2-3 days for it to perform. So give it like a promotion 7 days of spending $1 per day or 200 shillings per day. Now make a judgment after that. If you didn't get any message, you didn't get any likes, you didn't get any comments, then you can now go ahead to restructure and think, did I set my audience right? Because that is where we go wrong most of the time. Okay, very good. So at least I guess you're giving us a challenge. Try promoting, like just get $7. Just invest in your business, try $7 over the next 7 days, and let's see how that goes, right? But what in terms of what we can expect, because I know we need to talk about short-term versus long-term. Someone may invest $1 and they expect to get 10 people to buy the products, and that may not be realistic. But at what point, when do we start seeing conversions? What, like, are people actually buying, or are they just liking more? And what's the value of that? So just balance our expectations so that we don't go in it wondering, expecting the wrong thing. Okay, so expect at least comments, and the comments could be inquisitive comments, but getting a conversion boils down to not just the advert that you've created, but the quality. I talked about the product, the image that you're using, the budget now that you're putting behind, whether you've given actually the right information in that promotion. So getting conversion boils down to not only putting money behind, but also the quality of what you're putting money behind. So if you're doing a wrong promotion, a poor image of your business, trust me, when you give it a high budget, you won't get results. So it boils down to be a 360 approach for you to get the conversion. But still, look at getting messages, look at running a promotion that is taking put to your WhatsApp, and expect people to now start either calling your business or sending you WhatsApp messages, or messaging you in your inbox, or sending comments asking about your product. But you have different goals when you're creating the promotion. So sometimes it also depends with the goal that you're setting. So if you set a goal for people to go to your website, then look at what is happening on your website. Are they actually going to the website? If you set a goal for people to download an application, maybe you have an application, or you've said that we have a good number in IT. You have an application and you want people to download the application. That is your conversion. For you, someone downloading the application is a conversion. Then you can do an app install promotion and look at how many people will download the application. However, be realistic with your expectation. The higher the money, the better the results. The smaller the money, the smaller the results. So also manage that as well. Okay, so you just talked about something, then you jumped off with call to action. Could you, just lean in a bit. Call to action. So every time you post
something about what are you expecting people to do? How do you ask them what are the kind of words that you want to use so that you don't just have a nice post, but there was no response required? Well, what's the language around that? And then we'll wrap it up.
Call to action number one is they are good at giving someone a suggestion. You know, most of us, you give us information, so what do I do with it? That is what you ask yourself. So you give it, so what do I do?
Now what? So what?
Yes, so now what? Exactly. So what you need to, having a call to action gives a suggestion to customer what you expect them to do. So you could use words like book now, but choose options that best work for your business. So if your business is about booking, let's say it's a hotel, you have reservations, or you have appointments that people can book, then look at book now. If you have a website, you want your conversion can happen. Look at where you get the most conversion from. If you have a website and people can go to the website and they have a contact us page that they can fill their details, then you do visit our website. If you have a phone number, then you can do call and you do your phone number. Then you can do WhatsApp, you can do message, send a message. Look at where you get the most conversion and use that as your call to action. So don't use a book now, but your conversion can happen over a phone call. Then look at doing call our business on call.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you so much, Mercy. This is all we had time for, but I want to hand over to you. Do you have like some key tips that you want to leave with us, or maybe your parting shots when it comes to social media? How can we find you? How can we engage further? This has been like a serious lecture, and I think we've benefited quite a bit. But just what are your parting shots, Mercy?
Number one parting shot is I hope the 2% of people who believe that they cannot use digital, I have influenced you. That will be number one. Number two is I hope you actually remember what you've learned today and practice. There's no need for you to waste your 1 hour and 30 minutes coming for a session and not practicing what you've learned.
Right.
Then it will not have made sense for your life. You could have just slept or taken a vacation, something. So just make sure that you actually, even if it's just one thing.
Okay.
And my only thing that I can tell you is when you go to this, I know most of us already have the platform. Be consistent. That is what I'll tell you. Be consistent and look at quality of content. Just those two. If you have the right quality of content, right image, right pictures, right videos, and you are consistent, you are going to see results eventually.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. So
Thank you so much.
Given my number as well.
Yes, please.
At the chats.
And yes, okay, very good. So thank you so much, Mercy. In fact, because Mercy has done such a great job teaching, I will also let you know. So before I tell you that, because she's done such a great job, I want you to let me know what have you benefited the most from this particular session? What's one takeaway, just one takeaway from this session? Everyone, I want you to type one takeaway in the comment, in the chat. What's one takeaway? Let's see. Type one takeaway from this session, something that you've gleaned and you realize, oh, wow, I did not know that. I'm going to practice that. Okay. Let's go ahead and share that. One takeaway, one tiny takeaway, okay? Let's see. Being consistent. Yes, Mercy, thank you very much. Be consistent. So lots of people are picking up on the be consistent. Mercy, well done with that. Let's see. One more takeaway, be realistic. Yes, ads in social media, be persuasive, consistency. To do business online, consistency is key. Create your presence, all right? WhatsApp business, yes, Lizzie is going to take WhatsApp business to the next level. Okay. Very good. Now, as you respond, I should let you know today we've had a special session. So every so often when we get together, we have some learning content that can help our business. And then we hear a bit from Coop about an offer that they're giving us regarding one of those products that especially are related. But you know what, today they said it's really about the person in the room. It's about the entrepreneur, and we don't want them to miss out on anything that Mercy has to say. So if you can help me give a thumbs up or a clap for Coop, because they decided to forego their section and say, let's allow Mercy to provide all the value that our clients, our customers need. So this is Coop's way of taking care of you and providing the value that you're looking for. So yes, use the thumbs up, use the claps, whatever you can. Well done with that. And that brings us to the end of today's session. Okay. Now let me just share some of my own highlights. I know that some of you have already mentioned Content is king, distribution is queen, quality and consistency is important. Post regularly. I'll tell you one particular thing I did not know before this session was how to figure out what to put in the hashtag. And she said what to put in the hashtag is what your customer is looking for. So it's not the name of your business. If your business is about selling books, about biology, then you type books, biology books, like that's the hashtag, because that's what people are going to look for. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Now, before we finish, I want to just call back Tuva. If you could come and just share with us that about that opportunity that for those who are in the agri space, we're going to hear a bit from Tuva. I hope that the internet is fine now. It should be. Just hear from her, and then we'll finish and call it a morning. We are left with about just a few minutes. Tuva.
Thank you, Sam. I'm back on, and thank you, everyone. Happy to see that we're all still here and very engaged. So I'm going to take the opportunity to talk about AgriExcel once more. So what is AgriExcel? AgriExcel is a program designed to support ambitious entrepreneurs and SMEs like some of yourselves here through data-driven growth and finance linkage. What does this mean? What we're really looking to do is support your business to implement the best practices to grow and access finance as a result. So what does this look like? Or what are some of the key benefits that the program has to offer? The first thing that you'll be able to come and do is learn about some of the things that may be barring you from actually accessing finance at the moment. So we've learned a lot from Mercy about reaching your customers, but do you know how to manage these customers? Do you have strategic business plans in place to be able to support your growth? So the program will help you to identify some of these questions and be able to better answer them. The second thing that you will be able to access in AgriExcel is practical tools and resources. An example of this is AMI Business. AMI Business is our financial and tracking analysis app that helps you to really just understand, better manage, and track your finances so you're able to set really clear growth goals. The other thing that you will be able to access, and which is quite exciting, is getting the opportunity to connect, collaborate, and network with entrepreneurs from East Africa. So we also have Rwanda, Tanzania, and Uganda in the program, in addition to Kenya. So it's an exciting opportunity to learn from other entrepreneurs on what's working for them, take lessons and learnings from that. And then the next thing, which is a big thing, is accessing finance. So once you've been able to answer some of these questions, you have a hang of your finances, you're able to now understand them and track them and communicate about them. You'll be able to be linked to the relevant financial providers that we're currently partnering with. So I've talked about what AgriExcel is and what are some of the key benefits of the program, but who is this program for? So you're an SME or an entrepreneur who's really interested in accessing finance in the next 6 to 12 months. So finance is a big priority for your business at the moment. You've been running your business for more than 2 years and you have more than 2 full-time employees. So you're able to showcase the sustainability of your business, and you've made a revenue of more than 2.5 million shillings across your last financial year. So if in 2021, your total revenue was more than 2.5 million, then you qualify to come into the program. And another very important thing is that small-scale farmers are very integral to your business. So you could be in logistics, you could be in processing, you could be a distributor, an aggregator, but you're really buying your product from these small-scale farmers. So that's a lot about AgriExcel. And I just want to let everybody know the applications are closing on Sunday at midnight. So if you've had anything that sounds exciting to you about the program and you're an agripreneur, please take the opportunity to go to the website, and I will drop the link in the chat to learn a little bit more about AgriExcel and apply to the program by Sunday midnight. And I just want to let everybody know as well that the program is available on a full scholarship basis, thanks to the partnership that we have with AGRA and Aseli Africa. So no payment is required, just your commitment to be able to join the program and grow your business and access finance. Thank you, Sam. Back to you. If there are any questions on AgriExcel as well, I'm happy to answer them in the chat.
Very good. All right. We have come to the end of our session. As usual, we'd like to remind you on behalf of CORP, please maintain a close relationship with your bankers and branch managers for information and support. We encourage you to open your MSME package accounts and also to leverage on the payment solutions to bank all your incomes and ensure timely repayment. And then lastly, explore your financing needs and options with your banker or branch manager. I want to invite Peter to just say a word or two before we finish, and at the end of which perhaps, Peter, I'll also invite you to say the prayer, and then we'll finish our session together. Peter, over to you.
Thank you, Sam. And many thanks to Mercy for such a great session. I think we don't have a lot of time left, but I think it was quite a very insightful session where we've been able to see the opportunities that is out there on social media. And I think as a bank, we want our customers to leverage on the opportunities that are out there on social media. We did not talk about many products today. We wanted us to really learn and take advantage of some of these digital solutions. But I think as some have just indicated, we want to have these discussions more in our branches and also in our head office departments, maybe through these webinars. Please let's maintain that close relationship with our staff who are serving us in the branches, so that then we keep benefiting from both the financial and the non-financial solutions. Please make sure that you always have someone that can support you when it comes to products that you require. And we are out here to support you in all the things that you have. If you are not in our MSME package accounts, please make sure that you are in it and leverage on the bankings, so that then we can continue to support you on other things that you require. So I think, Sam, I needed to appreciate our customers, the participants for these sessions. We have been a very, very engaging, very interactive session. Most of us have been able to learn, and we appreciate for your time. Let's continue to engage. Let's continue to attend the other upcoming webinars. Next week we have another session. Please be on the lookout, because we also have a speaker and the trainer will be seeing what then we're going to learn. So asante sana, thank you so much, Sam, and Mercy, and Fiona, and Michelle for that great insights that you also shared. Asante sana. Bye-bye.
Peter, do you want to say the closing prayer?
All right, so we can just pray.
Yes, sir.
So our dear Heavenly Father, this morning, we appreciate you and thank you for being together with us for this session. Thank you for our customers, the business people. Thank you for the trainers for the day. Thank you for AMI. Thank you for CoopBank staff who also joined this session. Thank you for the insights that we've been able to run. As we continue to go through these sessions, may we continue to bless our businesses. We pray the Lord will be together with us, and we look forward to meet next week. In Jesus' name, we do pray and give thanks.
Amen. And lastly, I just want to remind you, thank you for being here, but also you can find the link in the chat where the opportunity that Tuva spoke about when it comes to AgriExcel, but also there's probably another link in the chat where you can find that free online course that Mercy provided for us. But also if you're just looking to connect with us as Coop, you can use the numbers on your screen, and there's an email as well. If you have any questions, there's a WhatsApp line, there's an email, there's a phone line, you can talk to us. Don't stay with any challenges that you have. We should be good to connect. All right, thank you. Have a good day and God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.